Is the mic on now? Should be on. That's right, I was recording before I left for work. Should be on now. I was saying what's going on in here. I'm playing an MMO. I'm just not playing the popular one right now. I'm not playing Tower of Fantasy. I tried playing that game today at my other job, and it ran like trash on my... I have a pretty good phone. Like, more than exceed the requirements. It was running like really bad, so... like, not really wanting to play that right now. It seemed okay. Definitely better than Genshin gameplay-wise, but... I don't know if it's just, well, you know, it is an Asian service game, so that comes with being normally running like garbage. Common, very common. You know, this game, I don't know if this is still true, but for the longest time, you could play this game without a graphics card, so like integrated video. When I was running this channel off a laptop for a few years, this was like one of the games I could play. It does not require a graphics card. I don't know if that's still true. The requirements for this have gone up a bit since they've upgraded the client, but yeah, you could play this. If your video card ever went out and all you had was integrated in your rig, this could be one of the few games you could play. Why not test it on PC? Well, I wouldn't mind playing it over there. I'm over there like 5 hours a day. The game is like, it's a hot mess to play right now. There's pretty large queue and everything. Like, I'd rather just play this right now. And I already know I like this game, whereas that is kind of like, I don't know if I'll like it. A lot of cutscenes and talking, and you run pretty slow. I only played it for like an hour. A lot of that was waiting for queues. I might try it later tonight. But I'm wanting to do this right now. I didn't play this as much as I normally did today. I'm already done with the boxer. Just gotta finish Rogue and Skirmisher today. I don't know, saying you're actually playing that game right now is kind of a lie. There's massive queues. Actually, I was over there just now, before I fed the cats. That's why I didn't stream tonight, because I was trying to get that game to work, and I wanted to see how it ran without streaming. I didn't really want to do a benchmark on it while I'm streaming, because that phone does not have, like, a encoding chip like my computer does, or PS4. That game looks okay. I think it's just a bad demo. The game probably gets a lot more fun after you play it for a while. I just really think they should stop doing demos like that. Games that are like either mechanics or progression heavy, and then they start you at the beginning with nothing. I think it's better for those kinds of games that they like give you they start you at like mid-game with like not everything, of course. They don't want to take away the fun of getting stronger, but there should be like mid-game demos for that kind of game, even though that game looks pretty simple compared to other stuff. There's a lot of demos for action games like that that are really bad. It's like, okay, you start me in like the first 10 minutes of the game and there's no mechanics. And it gives a false first impression, because obviously the game will get way better. I can think of a couple demos like that. Tales of Vesperia is a huge one. That's actually one of the worst demos. It's one of the worst demos because they give you like access to none of the systems at all. It's like within the first 2 hours of the game. It's not quite at the beginning, but you basically have nothing unlocked. And then they start you against like one of the hardest bosses in the early game, especially if you like haven't played a Tales game before. Tales of Vesperia is a great game, but that demo is shit. It's really bad. It's embarrassing how bad it is. It does not give you a good... It does not give you a good idea of what actually playing the game will be like after, like, the first sitting. I thought the Fire Emblem Three Hopes demo was pretty good, even though it did have the same problem of... We're just going to give you the first 3 hours of the game. But that game it doesn't really drip feed gameplay mechanics to you too much. So it's like, if you like the demo, then you'll like the full game. There's more to unlock, of course, but you can try like most of the movesets. I actually thought that was one of the better demos for an action game I've tried in a long time. Kind of got around that problem, but a lot of that is just the way that game is designed. Some games you gotta play them like especially Tales games, you gotta play them like at least like 10 hours or so, maybe even more, where you can get a really good feel of what you can do in the game. That Gundam game probably isn't as bad as it seems. It's just a shitty demo. You should have started you like in the middle of the game with like a decently upgraded suit. Like better assortment of the mechanics. It's like obvious you get more stamina later. You have to. Because the stuff they're doing in those videos on that Twitter account, you can't do in the game right now. You'll be tired after like 2 slashes. And it's obviously not like that the whole time. Most action game demos are awful. Most of them are really bad. The vast majority. They don't really put a lot of thought into how action games are very mechanics focused. And when you put out a demo and you give people like 5% of the mechanics and like a level 1 character, it makes the game seem worse than it actually is. Where it's like, if you play the game for more than a few hours, it will automatically be more fun than the demo. Ironically, they learned that with Tales games. All the Tales games that came after Vesperia that got demos, they wisened up and they start you at like endgame. Not endgame, but like mid-game. So you have like a majority of the party members and like most of the mechanics. I think they really took that feedback to heart. Like, the Vesperia demo is not indicative of the game at all past like the first 3 hours. I'm not talking about speedrun skipping the cutscenes, like, it really is like the first, like, 3 hours of the game. Actually, it's harder than the actual experience would be, because, if you're stuck with static characters, you can't level up. Yeah, that game seems okay, but like I'm saying, the demo is garbage. Those are the kind of demos I can't stand. It's like, well, your demo doesn't really sell me on the game because you give me none of the mechanics, and then I have to go look up somebody playing the game that's beaten it before anyway. So the demo doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Like, in that case, it doesn't. Realistically, you'd have to go find a channel of like mine that kind of mostly has a gameplay focus. You find somebody who played the game for like at least like 10-20 hours. Like, shouldn't have to do that. I need to make a video about this. How bad most action game demos are. Most of them are like that. The Tales of Grace's F demo started you actually, after the main campaign, it started you in the future campaign. So you had all the characters, all the mechanics. That demo was pretty good. I had already beaten the game in Japanese by that point, but if I hadn't, that would have sold me on it. Okay, this is like the game after a couple dozen hours. The DMC4 demo I remember being pretty bad too. That was another case of you have like barely any of the mechanics. And you have to decide if something's worth buying. And the demo doesn't really give you anything. Monster Hunter demo, the Sunbreak demo is pretty good, because they give you most of the mechanics. I think the base Rise demo was really bad, because they give you like an endgame monster and you have a crap character, which some people like that challenge, which is fine. It's cool to say like, hey, I did this with a crap character in a demo where I have no control over the character's build at all. But, you know, I'm new to Monster Hunter. That's the first Monster Hunter I've played for like more than an hour. It's a crappy way to sell the game. Because when you actually get to that point in the game and you fight that monster, you have a much better character. It doesn't matter how bad you are at the game, you're gonna have a better character by default. So putting that in the game gives a wrong first impression. So in that demo they give you a really crappy character. The Sunbreak demo was pretty good, because they gave you access to like most of the stuff. No, it's just people wanted Gundam Breaker 4. Honestly, I would settle for 3 getting a port. But we know how bad Bamco is with preservation, especially with Tails, of all things, so that probably won't happen. Really, the only thing I did not like about that game is the frame rate was awful. It actually started making me feel physically sick. I had to, like, stop playing it for my physical health. It's not a good match to have a game where you can go so fast, the game speed is high, but the frame rate is garbage. I wish that game was on, like, Switch or something. Then you could just mod the frame rate. Made that game nowhere near as fun to play as it should have been. I think people would be happy with a remaster for that. I don't think the team that made that game is even around anymore. I think they disbanded or something, but that's not really an excuse. Like, that game should be on other platforms by now. It's a really good game. It's just, from a technical standpoint, it's it's awful. It's not even like a constant 30. It's like consistently under 20. Under 30, I mean. I don't think it ever gets that bad, but my eyes and my stomach didn't agree with that game. I played it as much as I could. I feel like they probably don't want to make Gundam Breaker 4 because it wouldn't be the same people, so it's just that's what people were expecting. And like I was talking about earlier, that game probably isn't that bad. It's just the demo is bad. Which is not really an excuse. It's kind of like how people use so many filters on social media and stuff, and like heavy makeup, and they like don't actually look like that. They should do that with action game demos. Show me the best. Don't show me like the beginning of the game with nothing. Honestly, those little gameplay videos they've been doing are better advertising than that demo is. The demo's like, I don't know, it seems okay, but not like frothing at the mouth to drop 60 bucks on it. Definitely not that tier. DMC5 demo was actually quite a bit better than the 4 demo. So they let you unlock enemy step and stuff. You could get a little bit better of a handle on the game. The 4 demo did not let you do that, so you felt really gimped playing it. I'd argue that demo is not that great either. It's just literally like, that's the first mission you do. You don't have anything. I still bought the game because of that demo, but looking back, it kind of has a lot of the same problems, a lot of other action game demos. You can tell that you'll like the gameplay, but you have like no idea what it'll be like after you're playing for a few hours. DNF Duel's gameplay is just really weird. It's... you have to unlearn a lot of anime fighting game stuff to play that game, which is ironic because it looks like an anime fighting game, but it's more like Street Fighter, but you have crazy combos that you can do. You have no air blocking. There's no like universal air dash or anything. It's a really strange game. You also kind of have to unlearn looking for when a character is safe. I feel like frame data probably doesn't even really matter in that game at a high level. Because basically, if you're spending bar to do a move, you're completely safe. You cannot punish them until they're out of MP. I don't know, the design of that game is weird. You can tell that's like what they were going for. They're going for that crowd, people who like Blaze Blue, Legacy Guilty Gear, not so much Strive, because Strive is kind of the same way too. You know, Kusage, Marvel and stuff, like looking for all those kinds of players. But then the game doesn't play like that at all. It does to a degree, but a lot of things you expect, like chicken blocking and I think learning matchups in that game is kind of odd too. Is basically it's like if they're using bar, you cannot punish them at all. That was one of the things that frustrated me about that game. Was it looks like there's a gap, but there's not. You're still in block stun. They're plus pretty much on anything that requires using the MP bar. They're supposed to be putting out a balance patch this month. I'm kind of curious what they'll do with it. I'm doing okay, how are you? Oh, good track playing right here. See what the tally is for today. Okay, that one's a keep. Yeah, the fact that you're plus on block, like, whenever you do anything in that game, it feels really oppressive. And, like, the alpha counter doesn't really help much. The alpha counter just kind of... it knocks them away, but then they can just do it again. Like, it doesn't really do much. I definitely feel like they could ruin that game with a patch. There is a chance that they could just make it straight up better, but it's hard to tell. Fighting games these days are, it's really risky when they patch them, because a lot of times they just suck the fun out of the game. Or like one character is strong, and they just make them completely useless. They just break their kneecaps. They just break their kneecaps and make it so that nobody uses them. I'm not even talking about, like, niche stuff like people who actually go to tournaments online or in person. I'm talking about just, like, at all. Like, people won't even use them online anymore. They do that constantly. It gets annoying. Like, you can make the character normalize so that they don't completely break the game, but you don't have to make them completely useless. But a lot of times that's what happens. It's like, oh, this character sucks now. Doesn't matter if they're your favorite character growing up or what, they're just trash now. They have no redeeming qualities. They're not good at a competitive level, and even playing casually, they're not good anymore. God damn it! Ugh. When are we gonna get rid of inventory space? I'm so tired of having to manage this stuff. Like, I just want to get rid of it. Fucking annoying. I hate that about this game. It's like, oh, you need space. I'm like, well, then why don't you fucking give me more? Give me more space. Stop giving me, like, 10 slots. Just give me unlimited, like Godfall. That was the best thing about that game. Never had to do this. Just get trash out of your inventory. No, that's the thing about this game. There's a hard cap on how much you can actually carry. I've always hated it about this game. Like, just let me get rid of it all. I don't want it. I'm trying to clear up my inventory. Dude, just get rid of the stuff, please! Just get rid of it! God, there's like a million things. I just want to play the game. Get rid of it, please. Thank you. Just get rid of it. I don't want it. Please, just give me infinite space. What the fuck with the menu? You just like actually play the game. It takes forever to do this. But I gotta get space in here, because I have a lot of epics now. This old, outdated power crap stuff. Good track here. Alright. Should have a lot more space. Hey, Dissidia, have you played Spider-Man PS4? Because that game is coming out on Friday. I was kind of interested in it, but I like don't have that much money. Is it any good? Seems like the port is actually decent. Alright, I got more space in here now. Alright, I'll try to get it. Yeah, I never played the PS4 one. I just never played it. I tried the Batman games. I didn't really like them. Huh. Alright, maybe I'll get that tonight. We'll see. Yes, got a rift. Gotten a lot of rifts tonight. Gotten a lot of rifts tonight. Good luck. Another copy of the dagger's always good. Rampaging body. Oh wow, that's actually not bad. So if I stack shock, I'll get a lot of damage. That's actually pretty good with this character. That's a good synergy item. Might be able to make my build a little bit better with what I have, but right now I'm trying to get the shock damage bracelet, because that thing is busted with this character and the boxer, the monk, because you're gonna proc it like pretty much all the time. You have like so many stacks on them, it's nuts. Like on my boxer, I can break this guy's armor gauge like instantly. Yeah, I wish that game was cheaper. They're doing the classic, we're gonna charge you full price for a game you can get $20 on PS4, because fuck you. Just because you play on PC, you need to pay more. I'm like, dude, that game is on sale for $20 like every month on PS4, but because it's on PC, they can charge full price for it again. And like, it seems like something I might like, but that price is holding me back. Luckily, CD Keys has it for 45. No, I'll think about it. It's either that or Gundam, and Gundam I'd rather wait until that demo is not good. You got me for what? I don't quite follow. Hello, Sean. How you doing? I'm just chilling, grinding. It's a chill grind stream. Does the MH stand for Monster Hunter? Or something else? It's probably really painful to watch those Monster Hunter streams, and I'm not very good at that. That's my first Monster Hunter game, though, is Rise. Don't like it as much as everybody else. The game is okay. I definitely prefer the Monster Hunter clones over it, but I hated all the other ones I tried. They were way too slow and archaic for me, so they did something right. You got me to... I played it for like 50 hours. I feel like people are really unfair towards the Monster Hunter clones as a whole. There definitely are things that they do better. How the character feels to control, for one. The problem is that all the clones have the same problem of just you don't have anywhere near as much content, so people are going to inevitably compare it, even though it's not a fair comparison. Monster Hunter's been around forever, and they've had, like, so many games to improve it. Sent a bit of money for Spider-Man. Alright, let me check. Hold on. Let's see. I think I'm done on this character for today. Let me look at my epics really quick. Let me see. I don't see the. Don't know. Hold on. Oh, he just paid for the whole thing. Well, thank you. Hold on. That. Here you go. There you go. Thank you. I'm still gonna buy the game for cheaper off this site. But thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it right now. I don't feel like Sony needs any more of my money than they're already getting. Like, that game came out like almost 5 years ago. They don't need $60 for it, as far as I'm concerned. They'll live. Yeah, those movies are legendary. They're such terrible movies, but they're so fun to watch. They're just awful. I love them to death, though. It's basically just all the shit you think is cool when you're a kid. I'm buying the game right now. Let me put it on here really quick. Alright. Looks like it is bought. Seems like I bought it. Check my email. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you for that. You didn't have to do that. It's very nice of you. Let me, So that saved me like 15 bucks buying it that way. I don't feel like I need to give them more money than that. Wonder if anyone wants to buy a package on this. I might spend the rest on a package. Let me see. I don't care about the clothes, it's just the money. You get money for buying this stuff. You get like 70 million for it. Let me put the music back on, sorry. I was doing. I got a little sidetracked there. Yeah, that's actually a very good piece, especially when I get the shock. It hasn't given me the shock yet, though. It doesn't want to give it to me. I need a ring, earrings, and bracelet. I don't know if I got any. I think I've had too many luck with the accessories today. I'm still using rental gear in those slots. I can upgrade my my dagger. That'll get some space in here. Spear can go the pole, across, low gun. Actually got a lot of flat upgrades for the dagger today. Even though I didn't really get anything I was really wanting. I will get some decent upgrades from that, so let's go do that right now. I gotta get more power essences. my fame at now? 14K, not bad. Let's see. Does anyone want to buy a package right now? I could afford one right now as the donation. Really liking the Togiden music right now. I'm like, I kind of don't want to hear that right now. So I'm depressed they won't make another one. That game was good. Oh, that's right. I was working on his spear. I think I'm just gonna buy a package. See how much cash I got on the other characters. I didn't really play much of the 100 cap, so I don't have as much resources. He's almost got some decent stuff. Alright, you guys ready for RNG? It went all the way down. Thanks, game. We're definitely gonna buy a package now. Come on, you can do it. Well, terrible luck. I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. I might want to buy another game later. Let me go back on him and see what slots I need. It's just the weapon, sub, stone, and earrings. Let's see what I've got here. I always just use rental equipment for now. Yeah, he kind of got crap luck. Didn't get too much good stuff. Yeah, I think trying to upgrade it right now is kind of pointless because I don't really have... I'm still missing four slots. We're just going to use the rental equipment for today. Doesn't cost anything, it's free. Yeah, this goes for another month, so as long as I play every day, which I have been, I should have gear for the other alts. Alright. Yeah, we're good with that for today. So I wanted to get that lightning. I'm going for that in all my characters because my 3 main characters all hit multiple times, so it'll do crazy damage. We're gonna go back to that, what's that map called? The South Forest. Red Ninja, the PS2 game? I remember that game. I think I only played it like once. I didn't like it. I remember not liking it. I may have not played it. I might be revisionist history. I went through so many PS2 games because I had GameFly. So I just like would just play stuff with reckless abandon. Kind of like I didn't buy as many games once I got GameFly. If I really liked it, I would buy it. I kind of just would try anything that looked like remotely like something I would enjoy. Which is a lot harder to do now, of course. Well, harder and easier, I guess you could say. These games are like super cheap if you wait. You don't have to have them like right at launch. Come on, give me a rift. No rift. He needs rifts the most. He has like the least amount of stuff. Yeah, but the way Urban Rain achieves that difficulty is not the best. They kind of just like input read everything you do. It's still a good game, but the input reading is like Neo Geo era SNK levels. Yeah, you try to do that throw, yeah, too bad. I'm just gonna break it right away every time. I think unlike the hardest difficulty, like, barely do anything. They dodge it all. Just doesn't feel fun. The game definitely does have SNK AI. The higher up you go in the difficulty, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna just frame dodge everything. Oh, you're a puny human and you're not capable of doing that. I wish that game worked on the mobile emulator I use, but it runs really badly. I have to try to fix that at some point. But on those streams I'm working on Destiny Remake, so maybe once I finish with that. I'm doing a Leon side, so it's way shorter. As he dies. Hey, Decidia, you got the Demon Sword Incubus, right? I have 2 questions for you if you did. Is the game good? And can I turn off all the 18 plus stuff? Because I don't care about that. I'm not into that. I mean, even if I was, I think there's better stuff to get that kind of experience from that don't involve crappy-looking indie character models. If I can turn the bad stuff off so it's safe to stream, I probably would buy that right now. But I haven't really gotten any confirmations you can turn all that off. So I don't want something to come up and get banned. That's my question for you. 'Cause that game is like $13 right now. Probably get that much entertainment out of it. I don't know why they make games like that and then put porn in them. It's like, you want porn? You don't have to play a video game to get it. You never have had to. I just don't get it at all. How do you get this spear? It's just a rental one. This character actually he doesn't have a full set yet, so I'm trying to get it for him right now. Cydia, I hope you're still here to answer my question, because you're going to influence what I'm going to play after I'm done with this. What exactly is meh about it? Come on, game, give me riffs. Give me a lot of riffs on the rogue today. I got a couple on Infighter, but none on this guy. Okay, change theme. You know shit was going down when you heard this. It's the theme they would play when they would Gokai change. and fitting music. Critica music. A game that won't die. It's like a Hydra. You cut off its head and 8 more grow back. Now it costs $50 to get another character slot. Okay, Critica, man. When will that game die for good? It's like... people are like, when are people gonna get tired of Fortnite? Like that? I don't care about that. I care about how many versions of Critica are they gonna make before they make a new game. Like, they just won't stop. Can you like fix your engine? Maybe. Maybe that would attract more people. If you didn't put a crypto cash shop in the game. No, they're just like allergic to making a new game. I can't even understand it. It's never been that popular, even in Korea. It just will not die. How many times is it gonna come back? We're on like the 4th version of it already. And that's just for global too. I'm not even talking. There's a Chinese version, there's a Japanese version. There was a Southeast Asian version too before en masse. I feel like they need to just cut their losses and just make a new game. Critica is the Resident Evil 4 service games. It's come back so many times. When is it gonna stop? Can you make a new game? Like, they don't want to fix the engine. So it's actually playable in-game content. You don't want to like fix the engine. Like just stop trying. Like I wonder how long this version of Critica will last. Give it like 6 months. I don't know. I liked the reboot version for a while, but the game is just such a pain to play. Technically, like I can play this game and it doesn't run at like 12 FPS at a rate, so the game still has some integrity, some functionality. I can't believe I actually looked it up. You're right. They are charging $50 for a character slot. Finally, one drop. Good way through the fatigue bar, only one epic so far. Oh, that won't be a problem, Dissidia. As long as it's not, like, actual explicit stuff, I can still play it. I think Senran Kagura is way worse than that. That game is supposedly fine. fine to record on here, upload. I don't think that will be a problem. Twitch is basically you can't stream that stuff. It just can't be like the only focus. They don't want like AO rated games or anything, but like as long as it's like an actual game, not just raunchy stuff, they don't mind. Cool, got a boxing gloves. I'll probably try it offline and see if it's even worth putting on the channel. I do that a lot. Some stuff doesn't make it to the channel. Tried a lot of mobile games. I played them offline. I'm like, this sucks. Just uninstall it. Yeah, you guys don't need to see me playing trash like that. That's fine. That's fine. That won't get me in trouble. I still don't understand why they made a legit action game with all that raunchy stuff. Like, pretty sure the people that want that kind of stuff would rather not want to play a video game to access it. I've never understood the appeal of stuff like that. You want to get your fix of that, I mean, there's plenty of ways you can do it that don't require playing a video game. Especially one that's apparently somewhat difficult. I can't even begin to understand it. Remember when I worked at GameStop for a while? Just around the time GTA San Andreas came out. The soccer mom came in, totally stereotypical soccer mom, like didn't know anything about video games. And she was like, that was around the time they passed that law where if you tried to sell an M-rated game to a kid that was clearly a minor, was not supposed to be playing it, you had to tell them like everything that the ESRB rated an M for. So the other employee that was there listed off all the stuff, and the mom was like, literally said, "Is there sex?" They're like, "No, there's not." Okay, we'll just buy it for you. Okay, all that other stuff didn't bother you, but like, crappy looking PS2 models making out is too much, but all the other stuff is fine. It's like, alright. What difference does it make? That kid couldn't have been any older than 10. Maybe like 8 or 9. Nowhere near the age you're supposed to be playing that kind of game. I vividly remember that. I think that was before the hot coffee thing got found too, so the other employee, his description was honest. Found that whole thing to be really stupid too. It's like, dude, if a kid is that horny to put in the code to get that, like, he's probably got access to other stuff you don't want him to have. Like, that kid would have to be extremely tech savvy. It's not even something that was in the game. It's like dummied out data or whatever. that kid's probably doing stuff you probably disown him for. I think that was one of the dumbest things to happen in gaming. The whole big fiasco about that was mostly just by people that didn't even understand. It's like the kid would have to go through an immense amount of effort to find that, and if he's smart enough to do that, he's probably got worse stuff in his computer. I think whatever hot coffee was probably pretty tame in comparison. Just a classic example of parents not knowing what they're giving their kids, and then complaining about it and saying the game is the game's fault. It's like, well, you gave your kid, like, equivalent of an R-rated product, and he's like 8. What did you expect was gonna happen? Maybe do a little bit of research. I wonder if that still happens with GTA 5. Comes in, it's like, oh, this game's got gambling and drug use, blood, gore. Like, is there any sex? No. Alright, sure, we'll buy it for little Timmy. Like, none of that other stuff matters. Oh wow. That's like the rarest thing you can get, an epic from a basic enemy. I also remember Mortal Kombat as well. The whole thing about that, Jack Thompson. I can understand it now. It's ironic that it doesn't get anywhere near as much complaints. But it's like back then they were literally using like action figures to do those fatalities and stuff. You look back, it's like not even really that explicit. And now it's like straight up photorealistic. I can't watch those fatalities. Like, it makes me nauseous to look at it. It's too realistic now, but back then they made such a big deal about it. It's basically just cartoon stuff. It wasn't that bad. But it was like this huge thing. And they had the sweat instead of blood on the Super Nintendo version. I had that version. Yellow blood. It was like a big deal. I remember kids used to use the Game Genie to get the blood to be red. It's like, okay. What difference does it make? The only thing I heard about Mortal Kombat 11 was that the working conditions on that game were really bad, and they had to like straight up look at like dark web stuff to do those fatalities. I'm like, man, that just sounds awful. I can't watch the new Mortal Kombat games. It's way too realistic now. Despite how bad their animations are, those fatalities are just disgusting. It's not even funny anymore. Like, but they made such a big deal out of it when I was a kid. That and hot coffee were like the stupidest ruckuses mainstream media has made out of video games. Like, dude, if that kid found hot coffee, he's probably got way worse stuff in his computer. Because it's not like something that an average kid would do. They had to go on the internet to find that, and like, if they're wanting to look at GTA models making out, they're probably looking at way worse stuff. The media made it seem like that's all the game was. There's obviously a lot more to the game. It's not just explicit stuff. The media at the time was like, oh, you buy this and it's just instant raunchy stuff. Come on now. It's interesting how Grand Theft Auto 5 is like almost 10 years old. They haven't put out another one. That game is like Skyrim. Just an evergreen title, they just keep selling it. Yeah, I remember not being grossed out by the early Mortal Kombat fatalities. Like, I could handle them even as a kid, but I've been to a couple meetups here where they play, and every time they do those fatalities, I look the other way. It's disgusting. Not a fan of it at all. I don't hear anything about 11 at all. I'm like, I was just at the game center last week, and this kid was playing the game. He can't have been any older than 10. Like, that game is way more hardcore than anything I had growing up, that's for sure. Mom didn't care, didn't bat an eye at all. Not a care in the world, clearly knew what he was playing. I think the kid even had it at home. No qualms about him playing that. I hear working at NRS is awful, though. It's really bad. Known for intense crunch. But then, like, actually having to look up how to do those fatalities to make them look realistic is probably got to be really fucked on the psyche. It has to be. I don't see how it could be. Alright, I think I'm done on this for now. I think we'll switch games. know if I feel like starting another character. I'd have to get an avatar set. And I don't know if I want to cash on this game at the moment. Oh, I could just get it from here, huh? I got one more run. Hold on. One more run. Let's see, I had one fatigue left. Actually, I have like 3 more runs. These earlier. Yeah, got a rift. Nice. Oh yeah. Good decision to not log off. What do you like to see? Nice. This YouTube music is like not really shuffling this properly. It just put a bunch of the same stuff. You gotta like actually look at it. Alright. Should be some new stuff down here. Okay, so what did I get again? I got Glamorous Stage. got like, what, like 2 riffs on this character? Seems like you get on average maybe like 2 to 4 riffs per fatigue bar. But since you could get 2 epics from it, it's actually not a bad deal. That's basically, you're getting about 8 epics a day. Although sometimes it just gives you the other materials, but most of the time you get 2 epics. So if you're looking for something specific, it actually is really nice to have. Done for now. I don't feel like starting another character. It's already taken quite a bit to get through 3 bars. I'd have to go get stuff for them too. I probably should, actually. I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight, though. Resets in like 2 hours. I might still be on then. Actually, I probably shouldn't, because I have to, my neighbors are rehoming some of the kittens in the morning, and I have to be over there to help them, so I don't know how much degenerate gaming I can do tonight. I might have to cut back a little bit. They're supposed to be paying me a pretty decent sum of money, so to see if there's any games coming out I might want. I kind of want to try that Gundam game, but that demo just didn't do it for me. Hey, later, Dissidia. Thank you. Peace, brother. It's probably not very interesting to watch this, but I'm having fun playing it. It doesn't make me angry or annoyed. Not to an extreme degree, anyway. Every game is kind of frustrating to a degree, but this is nice and relaxing to play, and I'm enjoying it. Probably not the best for viewership, but it's whatever. I've never really cared too much about that. Most things I play are not popular anyway.
うまい酒と楽しい歌さえあればいつでもどこでも幸せだ。
I think people don't realize how popular this game actually is. Maybe not here, but this game has made more money than, like, pretty much any other service game. I'm sure Fortnite is getting up there, but this game makes a ridiculous amount of money. It's just not here. I think people forget that part. There's a reason why they made Duel. They definitely did not make that game for us. Totally not for us. That game is for Asia. I might wait for someone else to be the guinea pig on that game. The little videos they've been showing, it looks decent. It's just that demo is not good. That demo is pretty whack, I'm sorry. Countless action game demos like that, though. The game seems like it sucks in the demo, but then if you actually buy the game and play it, it's, like, better than you think it is. Plus, it's on PC, it's on Unreal Engine 4, so I'm sure people will mod some of the jank out. Very high chance. Gonna have to buy a bigger save for this guy. He's starting to get starting to get a little bit too many good drops. Alright. I haven't played him in so long that I have a lot of stuff that used to be pretty good, but it's been power creep. Oh yeah, I got so much more space in here now. Put all this in here. Look at it later. Got a couple dupes though. Probably use them together later. Well, this resets in 2 hours, so let's stop playing that for now. I might play it later in the stream if I stay up that late. We're gonna switch games. Let's see, when we're not on daylight savings time, DFO will reset at 1 AM. So I tend to still be streaming at that time, but since we're in daylight savings time now, it resets at 2 AM. So like by that point, I generally try to go to bed, especially since it takes like about 3 hours to go through all those fatigue bars. If I'm not using Express, if I'm using Express, it probably takes about an hour. By that point, it's like 3 AM and like barely anyone's watching. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play that anymore right now. Let's switch gears. I'm having a lot of fun playing that though. It's nice to be back. I really like that update they did. The game feels a lot better.
依頼トランスバメルティブラッドタイプルミナ
Probably not going to be many people on this until the update comes out, but I'm having fun with this game. I like it a lot more than I thought. It's just like not even really worth complaining about the problems because they're obviously well aware of it. They're fixing all of it. Like a week from now. Yeah, pretty much next Thursday. Could definitely be critical of games to a fault, but when they already said, look, we're fixing all that shit next week, it's like, well, I don't have anything to complain about. Yeah, I can definitely see why people hate the auto combos in this, though. They're definitely very overbearing. You double tap something even once, you get locked in the combo, and then this game also has reverse beat, so...
Here, Farisはnew challenger.
I guess it depends on how you play these kinds of games, really. Some people are very precise with their inputs, some people like to double tap to make sure something comes out. And if you're one of those people, this game is going to be really rough. Because you'll get locked in an auto combo.
軽い手合わせで
オープンユアマジックサーキット。ただいまバイク。
行くぞ。
当たれ。
せい。当たれ。せい。行くぞ。さっ
やります。
さ
ダウンバー。
当たれ。
止めます。
当たれ。
やります。こちらです。
せい。
無理はなさらず。気をお待ちください。
やるやるこいつ。
フライトプレス姉さん。ダウンバー。姉さん。はいはい。
やっ。やるやる。まだいける。
体調はおよろしいようで。
ナイフで峰打ちもな。
ダウンはマジックサーキット。
攻める。そこだ。攻める。せーの。攻める。
みじん切りです。
うまいか。まだいける。
ダウンバーいきますよ。おっと。大雨でこちらです。
まだいける。
料理して差し上げます。おいたくすみます。どうです。見事。危ないよ。ダウンバー。見事。チャンスです。
見えてはいるけど。
おいたくすみます。お注射です。見えた。秘密的。
まだいける。
やっそうや。よいしょ。
うまいか。まだまだ。
アキハ様にバーンはマジックサーキット。
行くぞ。
バイクダウンパー。見事。どうです。痛くてわかりました。ひどいです。
ガラキ。
ひどいです。そりゃわかりました。見事。見事。
せーの。
さてさて。
うまいか。まだまだ。そら。
仕上げた。
あっさり勝ってしまった。
You gonna one and done or keep playing? Run the set. Come on. I'm not any good at this. Contemplating deeply. Gotta think about it. Alright, good.
軽い手合わせってこと。
オープンユアマジックサーキット。
おっと。
ファイト。ただいま
行くぞ。
カウンター。
当たれ。ガラキ。そこだ。ほい。はっ。
はっ。
せい。
参ります。ややややややや。はい。
せい。
まだいける。ガラキ。
さすがに腕まくりでいきます。
やるやる。
カウンターやられたまらないし。
やるやる。
きれいにはい止めます。いや止めます。カウンターご無理になさらないよう
まだ
ターンはマジックご容赦ください。
攻める。
ファイト
うまいが。
お待ちください。カウンター大ハイです。いやそれ
やるやる。なんと。
参ります。はいやります。
くれ。
いです
しっぽいったし。当たれ。うまいが。
お待ちください。
まだいける。
お待ちください。きれいにカウンタージェット。
そうかい。そらそこ
そこです。姉さんお待ち。いやおめさすがにやります。参ります。やはいただいまレイクフライハイです。フライ上げです。お待ちを姉さんカウンター失礼
そこだ。
KO 失礼いたしました。バーンはマジックサークル
そこだ。
ファイト
攻める。
さすがに
ガラキ。そこだ。
さすがに
ガラキ。見えてはいるけどほどに
やります。お待ちを見えました。気を確かウンターここですピカーそれいきます。はーお待ちをさすがに腕まくりで潰しです。お待ちください。フライハイでただいま
やるやる。やるな。やめよう。
フライ上げで入りました。
はい、今回はここまで。
Nope. Gave up. It's weird when people want it done on games like this. I'm like, let's be real here. There's not that many people playing this. There's definitely more because the Evo announcement in the sale, but it's not that popular. Like, you're just kind of banishing yourself back to the matchmaking menu. You might as well keep playing. You know, this isn't multiverses. You can't get into a. There's no like 2-second queue times, so that other person is probably stuck on this menu right now. Hey, you're just gonna get me again. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Pushed the wrong button because I was playing on Switch earlier.
Here comes a new challenger.
兄貴として心配だよ。
Open your magic circuit.
おっと、
ファイト。
行くぞ。
無様です。そこに。
やるやる。行くぞ。そら、
お兄さん、どこに行くんですか。お待ちだ。いや、はっ。
そこだ。くれ。くれ。当たれ。
もう
行くぞ。
読み切れない。カウンター。そう、蹂躙し。どこに行くんだ。いや、
やめよう。
みんな足です。そこ。これなら、高い罰だ。
やるやる。
止まって、お待ちな。
殺す気かな。当たれ。飛べ。
転んだだが。
当たれ。飛べ。せーの。
落ち
そこだ。
着いて。せーの。捕まえたら。
まだまだ。
閉じ込めてやめよう。お待ちだ。
こいつがまだまだ。
これなら。
行くぞ。はあ、
こう。
マジ
手を。
手を取られた。違う。
この程度はターンはマジックサーキュル。ファイト。
それ。攻める。そこだ。
こう。
やるな。
どこへ。
やるぞ。
カウンター。せーの。止まって。どこに行くんですか。どう。タ 容赦はしないわ。ここです。まあこちらでやるの足ですか。
やるやる今だ返せ。
サウファーお待ちなさい。下でそこ取った。せーの5回罰。
やるやる
閉じ込めてください。もう落ち着きはありません。追い込む。どこによう黙ってください。
まだまだやめよう。
せーのそこに
So that's pretty cool.
納得していただけ。
Jeez. I was gonna say, if you one and done and you actually know how to
オ
play,
ープンはマジックサークル。バイク攻める。
行くぞ。おっと
こうどこに行く。
なんとも危ない。
これなら
I've only played this for like 2 hours.
もう
攻める。いいだ
もう
行くぞ。
サウファー
くらえガラキ
もうここでフェイタル
ほい攻める。
本番です。
やるやる
黙ってください。閉じ込めてあげる。5回罰。
やるやる
こうお待ちなさい。無様ですね。
やるやるなんと
これなら追い込む。どこにそこね。サウファーはいサウファーこれなら捕まえた。
まだまだ
それサウファー下でそこ黙ってください。
手を取られたあちらやる気
も
も
うターンはマジックサーキュル。ファイト畳みかける。もうここです。カウンターしてそれ
やるやらない
こう
今だ
止まってお待ちなさい。ようそこ5回罰。
まだいける
よう無様ですね。せーの
まだまだこいつ
下です。どうせいせ
いくぞ攻める
コロンチクラス見えた
まだまだおっと
それ冗談ですね。
そこだ
どこで納得していただけた。
I'm not worthy of a rematch, huh? Go back to the waiting menu. It's like the weirdest etiquette people have on these games. It's like, dude, it's not multiverses. It's not Smash. Like, there aren't that many people playing.
キアサムスはニューチャレンジャー。
体力ないんだ
オープンユアマジックサーキット。どうする
逃がすか
前で
Multiverses has like, like 2-second queue times. That's insane, man. That's crazy. The game is going to influence stuff like this being free.
そうかい
There's a business motivation about this stuff. Anymore.
先手を取られた
本気を出しなさい。ターンはマジックサークル。どうする。ファイト。勝負。ここから狙い撃つ。
やめろってなんとこいつはいはい
カウンター。これなら剣圧で押し通る。
まだまだこいつまだまだおっと
勝負。前にこれならこれならダウンサーこかすぎどうだよ。心地の良い試合でした。
体力ないん
オ
だ。
ープンユアマジックサークファイト
そこだよ。未熟。このないんだ。勝負。どうです。
あいにくでしたね
くそ。まずい。スキルチャンス。
まだです
こがしき。当たれ。このガラキ。
あいにくでしたね
まだいける。
挽回します
当たれ。負けるか。
KOのようですターンユアマジックサーク
おっと。
ファイト前に
くらえ。負けるか。くらえ。せーの。
この式
くらえ。負けるか。せーの。
この式
はいはい。
バウファーここからセク我が退路を断つこの程度何なら受けるがいいアルファの RB をよくすカイバー仕掛ける
まだいける。こいつこの隙が。当たれ。なんと。この程度。ガラキ。この重い。
KO
Yeah, I won!
死ぬか
Interesting
と思っ
coming.
た。
Last fighting game you play is DNF Duel. It's like this game actually things are not always safe. Like some of these strings are
体
not
力ないん
safe.
だ。
オープンユアマジックサーク
Get a punish off it.
ファイト
I said DNF Duel, everything would be plus on block.
セク
まだいける。
Nice reverse beat.
まだいける。
どうですセク
Ooh, that combo's nice. Oh, cool.
どうする
こいつくそ。逃がすか。この隙が。
この式
先手を取られた。
本気を出しなターンユアマジックサークファイト狙い撃
くそ。やるな。くそ。
I feel like reviewing this game is legit pointless because they're fixing all the complaints next week. I don't hate it the way it is right now, though. But I've also only been playing for a few hours.
まだいけるな。まだまだ。おっと。
挽回します勝負
It's like reviewing the original Tales of
心地の良い試合
Destiny.
で
It's
す
like legit pointless because the remake is just better in every way. With this game, it's like they're fixing everything people despise about it. Literally like 6 days from now, so get it. Basically, you look at the negative reviews for this game from like people that actually play fighting games, not random game journals, but like people who actually play the genre and know what they're talking about. All the stuff they're complaining about is being fixed next week.
ヒアカルスはニューチャレンジ
Those reviews don't even really apply anymore. They do right now for the next 6 days. I don't hate this game the way it is right now, but I'm obviously playing it at like a very amateur level. The thing about me is I've been playing fighting games for so long.
ヒアカルスは
I
ニュ
can
ーチ
be
ャレン
like
ジ
decent at a fighting game with just fundamentals. Like Obviously, it takes more practice to be good at that specific game, but you have enough fighting games under your belt. Sometimes you can do decent. I took a game off this guy. I've obviously played for a while.
せーのやり返します。ここから狙い撃つ。どうぞ。
Oh, that crossover is impressive.
これならおっと行くぞ。狙い撃つ。まだまだ。どうです。狙いもらえた。手を受ける。先手を取られた。とどめ。本気を出しな。ターンはマジックサー。おっと行かすか。ファイト。こっち。見抜く。マイフェイター。マイフェイター。やるな負けるか。マイコーだ。せい当たれ。ここ。どの程度。この程度。これ式。マイフェイター。バウンサー。当たれ。ガラキ。マガジン。チャンス。どうです。狙い撃つ。まだいける。ダウンサー。やるな。2つ。さあ。この程度。挽回します。ここから狙いもらえた。抜ける。さあ。狙いもらえた。抜ける。決着をつけましょう。張り付きます。勝負。まだまだ未熟ですね。
See, my nail just chipped off. It's not good. It's bleeding a little bit. It hit the side of the controller. I gotta go fix that. I'll be right back. Alright, so basically what happened, while I was playing, the nails aren't too long. They're not like Freddy Krueger long, but they're a little bit past the finger line. I hit the side of the controller with my pinky while I was playing that match, and I guess it came off in a way that's bleeding a little bit. It's not like, you know, ER tier problem or anything, but I probably should not play this anymore tonight. Take an aspirin. I don't hate this game the way it is. It's not bad. But after playing it for a couple hours, I definitely think that the complaints are valid. And obviously the devs agree because they're fixing it all, so should put a stop to any arguments. I'm like, well, if the devs are literally fixing all of it, then there's some value. Let's not play something competitive while I've got a mildly impaired piggy. The fact that I can even win at all, I think, tells you the game isn't completely terrible. So I'm like not button mashing, and I'm kind of learning it as I go. I definitely think they should have fixed that stuff sooner, but I think they wanted to... They didn't want to do it right away. There definitely are a lot of fighting games that do that. Like, let's just make these huge sweeping changes right away, and then they make the game worse, which I have a feeling that's going to happen with DNF Duel. I'd like to be proven wrong, but just from seeing it happen with so many other fighting games over the years, and I've been in the community for a really long time, I don't have a lot of faith. They might just, like, suck the fun out of the game. But yeah, playing Melty after that is, it's definitely interesting because not everything is safe. That was what was getting me killed a lot in DNF Duel, was the move looks like it's minus, but it's plus. Anything that uses MP in that game is plus on block. So even though it looks like you can push a button, you can't. And if you do push a button, you get hit. This is really frustrating. I definitely feel like they should have just made it full anime Kusage. Just have like chicken blocking, air dashes, double jumps for everybody. It feels, we play that game, it feels like that stuff could be there and it would be like way more fun and it would be less one-sided, but it's not for some reason. So you get frustrated. A lot of what got me killed in that game too was also trying to air block and not being able to. Felt like if your character didn't have good air normals, jumping was always such a risk. Alright. Let me see what's on Twitch right now. I might just want to rest my finger. It's not like Mortal Kombat gore or anything. It's just a little bit of mild bleeding. The nail came off a little bit more than it was supposed to. So I've got it bandaged up. It'll probably be fine in the morning. What's on Twitch right now? I might just call it there. I do have to be up in the morning. There are some DFO streams on. I think I might just stop there for tonight. If I can't sleep, I'll come back in like an hour and a half. How about that? But yeah, my finger's kind of a little bit impaired right now. It's nothing bad. It's just, it happens. It's a sports injury. I'll see you guys. If not when DFO server resets, then probably after I get done helping the cats go to the shelter. Because they're going to be paying me, so I might go pick up a game or something. I'll see you later.